Great morning, children. Today we are going to learn and ponder on lesson number 5, that is about good health. Now, first and foremost, let's see what is a warm-up session. Name at least 5 of your favorite food items. Now, here it's your task. You're going to write. Now, let's see what's written in this beautiful pumpkin. Okay, best yummy for your body, look and tummy. Wow, that's a lovely line. Best yummy for your body, look and tummy. That's nice. So quickly pen down the 5 of your favorite food items, children. Now let's look ahead. What's this lesson about? Learn about the types of nutrients, that is carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, roughage and water. Then recall the balanced diet. Exercising and taking rest are very important for good health. Know and learn about the types of diseases, that is the communicable and non-communicable. Okay, first we are going to begin with the components of food. My goodness, you're going to have a lovely time, children, let me tell you that. We need food to survive. It contains essential components known as nutrients. These nutrients provide us energy to do work, help in repairing old cells, etc. Hence, it is very important for us to know the components of food that we eat. Let us recall the important components of food. Okay, I love in filling the missing letters from childhood. Let's all quickly grab our pencils, children. Okay, carbohydrates. I love it. Then FNS, quickly, fats. Then these are proteins. Isn't it? What are these proteins? And these are vitamins. And here we have minerals. Quite interesting, children. And here we have roughage. That's interesting. And finally, to wash it all down, we have water. That was fun, isn't it, children? Okay, now let's go to the details of it. Components of food, the sources, the function or the functions. Okay, we begin with the proteins. What are the sources of proteins, children? It's the pulses, fish, eggs, cheese, beans. And what is the function of proteins? To help us to grow. Then we have the carbohydrates. What are the sources of carbohydrates? Rice, wheat, fruit juices, cereals, potatoes. And what is the function of carbohydrates? They give us energy to do work. Then we have the fats. What is underneath the fats? Let's see about fats. Facts about the fats, okay? The sources of fats are meat, nuts, butter, oil and ghee. And what are the functions of the fats? They give us energy to do work. And also they keep our body warm. Now we finish with the proteins, the carbohydrates, the fats, and now we have the vitamins, green vegetables, fruits and sprouts. These are the sources of vitamins, okay? Help our body to fight diseases. Can you look at that function? Okay, now we have the next coming up is the minerals. And what are the sources of minerals? It's the milk, the curd, cheese, green leafy vegetables, whole grains, beans, dairy products. And what is the function of minerals? They are required for the formation of healthy bones, blood and teeth. Okay, what is the next component of food? We finished with the minerals. Now we have water coming up from. What are the sources of water? From food items and water. They help our body to stay healthy. Next we have roughage finally. Alright, finally we have roughage. And what are the sources of roughage? Again, fruits and vegetables with peel or skin, like apples, okay? And other which vegetable you can eat with peel or skin? Guess which one? I wouldn't mind eating cucumber. I enjoy eating the potato with skin. There's a nice dish which you can, it's called the potato with jacket, or even the sweet potato with jacket. When your mom cooks with the potatoes without taking out scraping the skin or something of that sort, you can call it as a new dish, mummy, please make potato or sweet potato with its jacket today. Okay, so then we have oats, barley, cereals, pulses, and of course the whole grains. And what is the function of the roughage? It helps in removing waste material from our body in the form of stool. Okay, we finished with the components of food, and next we have is the balanced diet, my dear children. Did you enjoy the components of food? Okay, I thoroughly enjoyed explaining it to you. All right, next we have the balanced diet. Now let's see what's a balanced diet. We must eat a diet that contains all the nutrients in the right amounts for the proper functioning of our body. Such a diet is known as balanced diet. All essential food groups must be eaten in the right amounts to make a balanced diet. The food pyramid given on the next page shows how different types of food we should eat in a day for a balanced diet. The picture also shows 5 essential components of food. Now, what's a food pyramid? A pyramid representing the optimal number of servings to be eaten each day from each of the basic food. Food items with same type of nutrients are grouped together on each of the shelves. Now let's look at the food pyramid. My goodness, it's a lovely picture, children. All right. These is to be consumed in little amount. That's the fats, the oils and the sweets. Okay. Then to be consumed in moderate amount is the meat and pulses, milk and milk products, okay, as these are proteins. Consume more. What should one consume more? Fruits and vegetables, as they have a lot of vitamins and minerals, and should be consumed the most. Breads and cereal groups, okay, the carbohydrates. So we have to have very little of fats, moderate amount of proteins, lots of more of vitamins and minerals, and the most which we should consume is the carbohydrates according to this food pyramid. Okay, that it's the food pyramid for a balanced diet. And that was interesting, isn't it? Now we go to exercise, sleep and rest. All right, exercise, sleep and rest. We must exercise on a daily basis. It helps us to maintain right posture and remain active throughout the day. Cycling, running, jumping and skipping are some forms of exercises. Apart from the exercise, our body also needs sufficient rest and sleep. We must take rest for proper functioning of our body. We should sleep for about 6 to 8 hours in a day. All right? How long should we sleep? 6 to 8 hours in the day. Got it? And then we should also exercise. Okay, a lot. We need to exercise something. Cycling is there, running is there, jumping is there, and skipping is there. Now, of all these, I love skipping. You make your choice. Got it? But for me, skipping is my best exercise, and I can do up to 100 skips. All right. You can say quickly. Okay, I will not say at one shot as such, but I love skipping even now. So you can also join me. Tell your mom to pick up or a mom or your dad to pick up a skipping rope for you. That's all that is needed. Okay. Now check point 1, state true or false. Nutrients help in repairing old cells. That is absolutely true. All food items, when eaten in right amount, contribute to obesity. Now this is false. Okay, you will not grow obese if you're consuming food in right amounts. Nobody grows obese. When you have something excess, then comes in the obesity. Roughage is required for formation of healthy bones, blood and teeth. Now this is again a false. Sleep is required for proper functioning of our body. This is true. If we don't sleep well, our body will not function properly. Rice, wheat, fruit juices and potatoes are rich sources of carbohydrates. This is absolutely true. Okay, that was the end of the checkpoint number 1. Now we go to the diseases, children. Okay, we are going to read and understand about the diseases. All right. Okay, disease is a state in which our entire body or a part of it is not able to function properly. Now, what is a disease once again? Disease is a state in which our entire body or a part of it is not able to function properly. It is a condition of malfunction of our body or part of it. It occurs due to many reasons. A common cause for diseases is the lack of nutrients in our diet. It can also occur due to the presence of germs or microbes in our environment. There are 2 types of diseases. Which are those 2 types of diseases, children? Communicable and non-communicable. Now let's see what are communicable diseases. Got it? Now let's see this conversation between these 2 kids. Oh Aditya, while coughing, you should always cover your mouth. Others around might catch infection from you. You're spreading germs. Germs? How am I spreading them? Now let's see about how germs are spread. All right? Okay, communicable diseases are diseases that are caused by the spreading of germs or microorganisms from one person to another. Germs can spread through contact or by coughing, sneezing and spitting. Not all microorganisms cause disease. Some microorganisms that cause diseases are given below. Now here we have the protozoa. Protozoa cause diseases like malaria, amoebic dysentery, leprosy and kala azar. Okay, these are caused by protozoas. Then we have the bacteria. Bacteria cause diseases like pneumonia, typhoid, tuberculosis, cholera and diarrhea. Then we have the virus. Viruses cause diseases like common cold, flu, chickenpox, polio, measles and AIDS. Then we have the fungi. Fungi mostly cause infections of skin, eyes, ears and hair. That's it, I guess, about the communicable diseases. Now let's see, what does this fact is have for us. When a large number of people living in an area become ill with the same disease at the same time, it is called an epidemic or an outbreak of diseases. Okay, so you understood what is an epidemic? Sure? That's nice. Okay. Now let's see, how do communicable diseases spread? Germs can only be seen through microscopes, but they are present almost everywhere around us. A few ways in which germs spread are discussed here. Through direct contact and air, when an infected person sneezes or coughs, germs spread in the air or settle on clothes. When a healthy person inhales infected or touches infected clothes, he or she catches germs. Diseases such as common cold, flu, and tuberculosis spread in this manner. Did you get it? Now we'll see what happens through food and water. Houseflies sit on dirt and carry many germs. When these flies sit on uncovered food, they contaminate or infect that food too. Sometimes water supply has leaks through which germs easily enter it. On consuming contaminated food and water, a healthy person can get infected. Cholera, jaundice, polio, typhoid and diarrhea are some of the diseases that spread through infected food or water. So children, you must be very, very careful of the food and water that you consume. Did you get it? Be careful. Then through animals, mosquitoes, flies and fleas act as vectors of many diseases. Now let's see, what are vectors? An organism, usually an insect, that transmits a disease. Did you get it? The meaning of vectors? Very good. When mosquitoes bite an infected person, they become the carriers of germs. When these infected mosquitoes bite a healthy person, the germs are transferred to that person, thus making him or her sick. Diseases like malaria, dengue, and plague are spread in such a manner. Then through infected equipment. Infections and communicable diseases can also spread through infected equipment like needles and scissors. Germs which cause AIDS and jaundice spread when blood or other liquid from an infected person enters the blood of a healthy person. I'm sure that you understood as to how communicable diseases spread. Once again, through direct and contact air, through food and water, through animals, and through infected equipment. So please be careful and wary of whatever you do. Okay, how can we prevent this communicable diseases? We know that diseases mainly spread to touch, unclean water, insects, infected food and equipment, isn't it? Maintaining good personal and community hygiene can help prevent communicable diseases. Now coming to clean water and food, always drink clean water. Water can be made safe to drink by boiling, filtering or chlorinating. Food and water should always be kept covered so that flies cannot pollute it. Then it's good hygiene. Minimize the contact with the infected person or things used by them. Always cover your nose or mouth with a handkerchief while sneezing or coughing. Children, this is a must follow point. Carry a handkerchief with you always. Always wash your hands before eating or touching food. This is also a must point. Bathe daily and wear clean clothes. Taking a bath every day is compulsory. It would be great if you could take a bath at least twice a day. That is once upon rising, then before going to bed. Prevent breeding of mosquitoes and flies. Mosquitoes breed in stagnant water. Do not allow water to collect in your neighborhood in pots, vessels, tires, ditches, drains, etc. Put a few drops of kerosene in still water to prevent mosquitoes from laying eggs. Now this is a good tip, children. I guess we all need to follow this. Flies need dirt and garbage to breed upon. Do not litter. We should help in keeping our neighborhood and surroundings clean. Alright, then vaccination. Vaccination helps in building immunity. Now what's the meaning of immunity? The condition in which an organism can resist diseases. Regular vaccines against diseases like flu, meningitis, cholera, tuberculosis, which is also known as TB, etc., help in keeping us guarded against them. Now let's have a quick look at the fact is, if a person is suffering from a communicable disease, all articles used by the patient should be kept separately and washed thoroughly with disinfectants. Did you get it? That's great. Now let's come to the checkpoint 2. We have the first one here as AIDS. Okay, first one is AIDS. Now it is through infected equipment. Then we have flu. Flu is through direct contact and air. Then we have plague. Now plague is through animals. Then we have diarrhea. Now diarrhea is through contaminated food and water. Did you get it, children? That's great. Now let's proceed further. We have the non-communicable diseases. Diseases which cannot spread from one person to another are called non-communicable diseases. Some of the non-communicable diseases are caused due to the deficiency of a particular nutrient. Now let's see the deficiency diseases. The lack of a nutrient in the diet over a long period of time causes deficiency disease. What causes deficiency disease? The lack of a nutrient in the diet over a long period of time causes deficiency disease. Sometimes the body's inability to absorb nutrients from the food also causes deficiency diseases. That's great. Okay, let's have a look at some of the common deficiency diseases. All right, now these first we see which lack of nutrient and what are the diseases and the symptoms and what are the sources to obtain them. So here we have vitamin A. The disease and the symptoms is night blindness. A person is not able to see in the dark. So what are the sources? Green leafy vegetables, carrots, pumpkin, papaya, mango, milk and egg yolk. Okay. Now vitamin B, that's berry. What are the symptoms? Weak muscles and nerves. Person gets cramps and feels tired easily. What are the sources? Sprouts, cereals, unpolished rice, milk, nuts and meat. Then we have vitamin C. We have scurvy. Wounds take longer to heal and gums bleed easily. What are the sources? Orange, lemon, tomato, amla, grapes, guava, kiwi and strawberry. And then we have vitamin D. Here we have rickets, that's pigeon chest and bow legs. Alright, what's a pigeon chest? A deformed human chest with a projecting breastbone. What is it? A deformed human chest with a projecting breastbone. So what are the sources for that? obtain vitamin D? Vegetables, oils and fish oils. What we need to note here is the sunlight helps in making vitamin D in our body. So morning, I guess, is the right time to bask in the sun for some time. All right, we need to bask ourselves in the sun in the early morning, just after sunrise. Okay, then we have calcium. The lack of calcium causes osteoporosis. Okay, lack of calcium makes the bones weak and soft. That is, they become brittle and they break easily. Okay, what are the good sources of calcium? That's egg, fish, meat, milk and milk products. Then we have iodine. Lack of iodine can cause goiter. The neck gets swollen. Okay, what are the sources? Iodized salt, seafood, seaweed and fish. Then we have iron. Lack of iron causes anemia. The person gets tired easily, looks pale and unhealthy. So what are the sources? Grapes, dates, bananas, spinach, jaggery, liver, apple and beetroot. So that was a nice session that we had, but we will end it up with the summary. Let's have a recap, children. Our body needs a balanced diet to stay healthy. A balanced diet contains the right amounts of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, vitamins, roughage and water that our body needs for its proper functioning. Here it means to say that we need to follow the food pyramid compulsorily. Communicable diseases are caused by germs that can spread through air, direct contact, food, water and insects. Children, that is the end of the lesson. And it was a good session, I guess. So I end up the lesson on good health over here. Have a nice day and thank you